second ever triple-double program for Rodney tonight. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think to start off, just Rodney's transition from being a scoring off guard at Maryland and having a great season last year to our vision, leap of faith, and then him wanting the challenge to play. I mean, this was the conversations that were happening during the recruiting process. And it can be risky too. If a player, struggles but I mean, as a team, I think we have 4 turnovers. Like, we're doing a great job taking care of the ball, and that would have been coming into the season a concern. And Rodney's ability to find teammates and the best thing is just the joy in the locker room and post game of guys celebrating his success. And last game it was celebrating CBM's success.
Yeah, I mean, I just try to stay aggressive, really. I felt like last game I wasn't as aggressive, so that was a focal point for me. And then I appreciate my teammates for being open, cutting when they should, finishing their shots. So yeah, big appreciation of them.
Unless you guys are suffocating, I think you mentioned that first half. Seemed like kind of took the foot off the pedal to start the second. What was the difference? So where were we impressed in the first?
Conditioning.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably need to get in a little bit better conditioning, but to play, at the rate that we were playing at defensively is hard to do. And I thought the end of the first half, and then maybe the start of the second half, we kind of had about maybe 6.5 minute time span where we didn't play like at maximum, defensive ability. Because we're scoring the ball pretty good. We're defending at a pretty good rate. We just got to, play 40 minutes. Tonight it was, maybe more 34 minutes where I thought we were really, really good, and 6 minutes where, we had a let up.
Gabe, you played a big part of the game tonight, played a lot of minutes. What was your thought about how the game went for you? Coach, what made this a game that Gabe was able to play as many minutes?
I think for me, I'm very matchup dependent. Really depends on the matchup for playing time, I think. But I think it was just how the night went. I mean, my play style, I think, I don't know how many points I had, but I don't think I took one dribble. It's really based off how my teammates can give me the ball, and I'm always active defensively. So just doing what I should.
Yeah, we thought tonight was a great matchup for Gabe going against 35. Preseason first team all-league player, potential MVP in their league. We were willing to live with 35, taking the little push shot runners at 12 feet, and felt like anything inside or around the rim that Gabe was going to be able to change his shot trajectory on around the rim, and I think he was 2 for 10 or whatever tonight. Gabe didn't do a great job. He was awesome on both sides. He was great in pick and roll, getting behind his defender for lobs. So it is. I think Gabe's super smart. Like someone his size, it is going to be matchup dependent. And it's that way for a lot of guys that are his size.
Backing off of that game, you were sort of limited minutes last matchup. How does that feel tonight compared to how it felt on Sunday?
It's a relief. I mean, I had 2 exhibition games where I played pretty well, and I had 2 regular season games where I did not play too much. And it's good how the season has highs and lows, and no matter what, you just gotta be ready going into every game.
Season early, what surprises you?
I would say I've probably taken care of the basketball. We were concerned about that without really having a natural point guard, and obviously, right now, Rodney's done a great job. We felt like Elijah was going to play some point as well, and Rodney and now Chad. I slid Chad over to play some point tonight when Rodney cramped up. And I thought Chad did a really good job for us as well. It's the first time that we played three bigs. So I have to, come up with some type of offensive concept when we play Jacob and Ezra along with Gabe. That's something that, I did not think we would ever do. And then that might open up minutes for Jaden Brunell because he's the one guy, like, as a coach, you always go back after a game. You dissect the film and strengths and positives, and then you get to the end of the night and it's like, who did I not play that I feel bad for? Based on a player's practice habits and based on productivity in prior games and based on productivity in the game that he checked into. And tonight, I'll feel bad. Like tonight, I don't know what will happen next game, but tonight, I feel, Brunell should have played more. Like I'll fess up to that. I'll own it. But it's hard when Gabe's playing that well. And when Ezra was in, I thought he did a heck of a job drawing free throws and attacking the rim. And Kofi, it's just hard because JC is like he moves the ball and he can make a three and play off the bounce. And Ezra and JC can guard guards maybe as good as our guards can. So it's hard to it's hard. We have depth, which is a good problem.
Rodney, you were one assist away from that triple double there on that last possession for you guys, and then you hit Ezra for a dunk. Did you know that you were right there, and what was the reaction?
I can answer that. Everybody knew.
What was your reaction right after that assist? Not only with Bill, but also watch the dunk.
Yeah, like Coach said, everybody knew. I definitely knew. Man, I never even got a double before, so that was just that was just.
You should have played for us last year.
but nah. Yeah, I was going for it for sure, and I was gonna get it. My determination is set in, so yeah, I was gonna get it for sure.
I think we're unique, and our players knew it. Staff knew it. Last game it was Chad with a career high, and I hope that having a professional background, you understand, that that's important to a player when he can hit, something like that hadn't been done at USC for a long time.
I think Musselman mentioned that, at Maryland, you played a little bit more off-ball guard. When you came here, how important was it to you to get more point guard opportunities, and how do you feel like that transition has come?
Yeah, that's a big reason why I'm here. It's a great opportunity for me, and that, to be honest, that's always been in my game. I just had a role to play last year, and it was a big role, but I have a great opportunity here where I can handle the ball more, make decisions, and just be more of a point guard, being more vocal, finding open guys, just trying to be as smart as I can on the court.
That's the first 19 minutes. Exceptional. Is that what you expect? Were you surprised by that? And sustain that?
Yeah, I mean, I think defensively, we got a defensive rebound better, and we have to react to scramble situations better. Marion really helps us in that aspect, but we need, across the board to react to like the amount of offensive rebounds that we've given up is a high rate, but it's because there's a lot of misses right now. And then we're playing teams that can really shoot, and so your defense is stretched out. Troy on Thursday can really shoot the ball, and so we're going to have to contest the three, and by the way, go get long rebounds and loose balls, and that's an area we got. But yeah, I mean, we wanted toughness. We wanted guys that could slide their feet, had great mobility. We needed a shot blocker, obviously Gabe from the shot blocking, and then we mentioned Ezra, JC, and Amarion. Those three guys in particular are great moving their feet, keeping the ball in front of them, can switch 1 through 5. So we're happy, but that's kind of what we did think that we could be, really good defensively.
Coach, you were talking about how everybody was rooting for Rodney to get the triple double at the end. Why do you think your group is so together already 4 games?
I think we did a really good job of bonding stuff off the floor. It's been a team that like there's a lot of joy in our practice site. Um, we did a segment, Get to Know, where each guy had to stand up in front of the team and tell us, some personal stuff about him, open up and things we didn't know about them and where they're from. And then away from us, we had a competition, coaches against players take a picture when you're not in the building with a teammate, coaches take a picture with coaching teammate when you're not in the building. But all that sounds good and is great, but it's really these guys hanging out together. It's, playing this game and our guys wanting to stay in a hotel last night, having the maturity to say, hey, coach, we want to treat this like a road game. That's like valuable to a coach when a team has that maturity, because it probably would have been easier to stay in their own bed and have a shoot around at Galen, but I totally respect the fact that they felt to get ready. They wanted to shoot around here. We had the first shoot around time even before Illinois State, and they would rather get up early and do it that way. So I have great respect for how their professionalism, but also they have fun together. I mean, you can see it on the floor, and you can see it behind closed doors. They've done a great job away from us of hanging out together.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank